That dude kind of freaks me out. Can you imagine if a shootout started with this many people? It would be pandemonium.
If you are a witness of the crimes of White Willow or River Run, please step forward.
The native? I'm a native, and I'm... Dude.
If you are the accused, please step forward as well.
I'm a native, and I don't look like...
Yes.
I'm like half-blood Cherokee, but I don't look that strange. I think he's got a weird idea.
What's that saying?
Still there. Where'd that other dude go? What was in orange?
Just as that home?
Yes, that's right. Mr. Zhao.
Yes, yes. Please stand up here with the other witnesses behind the sheriff of Sundance.
Oh,
here.
Zhao was a
You
witness.
sit on the bench or stretch your legs. It does not matter.
Who's running around? Somebody's running around. Oh.
My apologies. Oop, pardon me. Sorry.
He might be Crazy Horse. Checks their pistol. Yeah, I'm doing about the same thing.
Oh, goodness.
I don't think I've ever seen this many people on any ARC server in the same spot.
Am I locked in here?
Whoa!
I'm good.
What the crap was that? Oh, that startled me, man. Oh,
Holy hell.
oh my gosh. I can't see those guys over there. I don't know what's going on there. The horses are covering them. 12 minutes. The accused hasn't shown yet.
Yes, Mr. Towne has arrived as well to witness the occasion of River Run. Still no evidence of accused. Yes.
Yeah, it would suck, honestly, if he was fighting a queue. I don't know how many people are on right now.
If he could, if he sits there and the prosecutor can't show that he's guilty, he could possibly walk free. But him not
Yes,
showing
yes.
up is going to end up condemning his ass.
Yes, yes. If he doesn't show up, likely a posse will form to find him, and then the turnout will be inevitable. Yes.
It's been 100 for a while.
If you require anything else, ma'am, let me know. I'll be right out front. Yes.
You gotta make sure you're on.
Once we have as many people who are gathered, I'd say in the next maybe.
I have a
7
house. I
that
tend
next
to
month.
work under more Western influences, but I did start out in a teepee, yeah.
However, there are many.
I still have one at my house. It's back behind it.
I appreciate it.
It seems the whole county is turned out.
I'm noticing.
Man, if you're gonna be the person on trial, you need to be online like 45 minutes prior.
Small ranch out by the river that has got a sign out front says home of Jeremiah Oakvale. Be a good place to start looking for Rufus.
The girls
Yes,
are
I
still
have seen a couple places as well as one homestead with a disgusting sign that says no sheriffs, which is
Yeah, that would be the one
laughable.
speaking of.
Yes, yes, yes.
I've
Look
seen
at these
that
two
also.
sitting there.
And telling me where I'm gonna go in this county. Yeah, right.
7 minutes to show. Okay.
Well, everyone with the accused not present, and we will start without him if he is not here in 7 minutes. Yes. Please remain quiet, and I thank you for your patience.
The tension is so thick.
there on the balcony, I would assume, yes.
That's fine.
I can't get. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, it's Miss Lee. All right. I thought she looked familiar. She's not in green though.
If there are any members of the press, you may approach the courthouse, please. Yes.
Yep. Yep. There might. What? There was some weird rubber bandy stuff going on there. There might be a bounty placed on him too, which means that I might have to see about getting a bounty up. Gosh darn the rain! I might have to see about cashing in on a bounty if at all possible.
Documents it photographically for any paper who wants to publish a photo. So.
Yes, photos would be reasonable. What is your name, ma'am? We have not.
We sure have, actually. Cheyenne Callahan.
Ah, Miss Callahan, I apologize. My memory is not what it used to be. Yes, you must understand. Yes, right, it's right. Do you have film and such? Are you ready to take the pictures?
Sure do. Yes, sir.
Just making sure. I don't want you to go in there and not have film and you have to
Turned on the storm machine.
I promise I'll remember to take the lens cap off and everything.
I'll remember
There's
to
no
take
member
the
of the
lens
press
cap
involved.
off. That's great.
Miss Callahan has been greatly smoked in the camera. I will let us sit up talking.
There's the second dude that I was talking. Oh yeah. See, there's that one dude. There's the other dude. We got two guys in orange and black here. Whoa. Is that guy choking on something?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so
Somebody
much.
help that guy. What are all the kids doing at a hanging? What are all the kids doing at a hanging? If it's a hanging. It's a trial. That's all we know for now. I don't think the guy's going to be able to show just because of the amount of people on.
I'm sure about 50 other people there have a gun as well.
Oh, you better believe that.
A gun? What's that?
What's a gun? What?
Oh wait, I got two of them.
Oh
Let's
my
just
gosh.
keep them in your pocket for now, shall we, Gil?
Oh yeah, look at this. Please don't lift your arms.
My meat shield crew.
He's talking about his arm.
They're like water pistols.
Water pistols.
They look tough, but they're not.
I would like to call this to a session. We didn't have a 20-minute grace period.
Yes, ma'am. I would invite the witnesses, yes, to step inside the courtroom.
Oh, here we go. He ain't showed, but the trial's starting without him.
Yes,
Oh, this
please
could be bad.
head upstairs and wait for the justice of peace. Go down there. Yes, rapid away. And we'll wait for the justice of peace. Fine.
Mr. McCoy, I think that Mr. Forrest Nabro is on our way.
Yes, I will stand outside and wait. Go ahead and settle down next to the mayor upstairs and wait for the justice of peace to go in.
Yeah. The charged dude's named Rufus. I'm not sure what his last name is. Yeah, I think that the accused should be on like 45 minutes prior just to make sure that he can get to his own deal. 'Cause this is the first actual trial I think we've had in Gunsmoke County, to be honest with you. So, I mean, everybody's gonna be here. Everybody. taking the sharpness. If this guy brought a knife to a gunfight, oh my gosh. That, oh. He's got, like, the perfect sheriff thing going. Yeah, they're taking the gallows down.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Philip, while we wait for this to start, can somebody like sing us a song or something?
I do feel better now that there's only one hanging noose.
Where's that harmonica guy?
Didn't the sheriff just ask for people to still be quiet?
Is there a harmonica feller?
Oh, please don't bring out the harmonica, dude. That guy's mic needs tweaking.
It appears the gallows have been dismantled, ma'am. I feel we should just start
I
the
agree.
proceedings.
Feel free to bring
If I am
everyone in.
needed. Yes, everyone. By everyone, you mean who?
Well, as long as people are quiet, they can bear witness.
Oh, yes, yes.
Take a seat or a standing room as long as they are not in the way.
Yes, yeah. There's a standing room inside, yes. Don't push or shove. If you're caught punching, you will be asked to leave. Yes, start to fill the back of the room. Work your way forward. We're not animals, we're people. Everyone be respectful now. Yes, there's a small door. Everyone calm down. Well, as soon as we're at capacity, we're going to close the door. Okay, everybody, okay.
I'll keep watch out for sheriff.
Please be wearing pants.
Please be wearing pants. He's not wearing pants.
Watch your step.
Who's this?
Yes, none of that. None of that. If you have any of that, you'll be having it out here. Yes. Yes.
I just wanted to take
Wait, at least.
Come on now. Let's go now. Come on now. Yes. Don't talk to the bankers.
Actually getting in on the...
They work for the federal government. Yes.
Are we allowed to smoke in the courthouse?
That's a good way to end up. That's a good way to end up. Yes. Come on now. Anyone else? I like how you're not leaving line over there. You are hauling township people over there. Good work. Yes, everyone, come in.
There's a couple stragglers coming, sir.
Are we gonna fit
All right.
everybody in here?
Up to the rail so you can see for sure.
That crazy horse guy.
I'm standing down here. They're packed as shit up there.
I would ask that any other lawmen that feel that they need to come inside, you may. We should keep one or two outside, yes. Anyone volunteer to stay outside?
I'll remain outside.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Rattler, would you come inside with me, please?
Oh, there's that guy in the orange and the black. He's standing right next to Lily. I swear if that guy stops or starts something, I'm putting him out right then and there. Don't you dare do anything fishy next to my cousin.
You folk, show some respect to the law. Take them hats off.
Hat? I don't have a hat.
Oh hell, I didn't brush my hair today.
He did. What's up with the hair comment? Oh my god.
All right, we open today. In the court, we are trying Mr. Rufus Hyde. He is suspiciously absent. I would
Notice
like
how
to hear
two
the
guys in black
eyewitness
take
accounts.
their hats off?
See any evidence for or against Mr. Hyde. He's been accused of kidnapping, attempted murder, and assault as well. Mr. Zhao, you are the one present. Please step forward. Mr. Zhao, I would appreciate it if you would give your eyewitness account of what has happened in River Run.
Well, me and Mr. Wayne and Mr. Navarro were riding into town to talk to the mayor, Mr. Lim, who's sitting over there. while we were having a discussion, these two gentlemen rode up, one being the other witness over there, Mr. Archie, is it? That's his name? He passed Mr. Wayne some items saying that they were free stuff. Within the stuff, there was a little note that Wayne had read saying the other man was trying to rob him and that he'd help. Mr. Wayne then asked me to go over. He had something to discuss with me, so I went with him. He showed me the note, and I told him that he should tell Mayor Liam what was going on. The same thing, while I was trying to distract the accused. The right term. But yep. While I was trying to distract him, unfortunately he went off to see what Mr. Wayne and Mr. Liam were discussing. The next thing I know, I hear some shooting. Do believe that Mr. Archie there had been wounded, and Dr. Navarro was trying to give him medical assistance. And while trying to give him the accused, then shot or at Mr. Navarro, wounding her in the backside. He then proceeded to point the gun and wave it around and tell us to not move and to put our hands in the air and to line up against the wall. He also asked the deputy for his gun, which the deputy did in fact hand over. And then in a moment of the deputy did in fact run away off into the distance.
Oh, yell spine deputy.
Rufus started to panic and waving the gun around. I then managed to also run away and hide in a bush to try and escape.
He doesn't keep his Chinese accent very well while he's in court, does he?
That's what you call. Anyway, then the deputy sheriff comes running along on his horse, taking shots at Mr. Rufus, for which a lengthy gunfight proceeded. Mr. Deputy was riding up and down, taking pot shots at Mr. Rufus, and Mr. Rufus was jumping around, taking pot at the deputy. Eventually, the deputy managed to pursue the young man.
Could I help you?
He managed to get one shot off, and I do believe he managed to kill the deputy's horse. The deputy was actually enabled then to subdue the handcuffs on him, and was enabled then to drag him to the jail cell. At which point, me and Mr. Wayne, we rode out to all the towns to get the sheriffs and.
I finally took his hat off.
So what I'm understanding is that on top of the other accounts, other accusations,
He needs
he's
another
also
fortune
shot a
cookie.
horse.
I do believe so. Yes, that's right.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, sir. I cannot hear you.
I said yes, I do believe so. Yes. Sorry, I'm very nervous.
Don't worry about it. You're just giving the information that you have. So, we have a prosecutor present. So neither a prosecutor or defendant attorney.
Oh, he's gonna walk.
Okay.
No, ma'am. I do not believe so.
All right. Okay. Feel free to step down, Mr. Zapp.
He's totally gonna walk at this rate. It's what I'm kind of feeling.
Wait, wouldn't one of the sheriff be the prosecutor?
Oh, we got a knock at the door.
We have another witness here to testify.
Another witness.
What did you witness now?
He actually robbed me. Back
Was this a separate occasion, or did it happen in River Run or White Willow?
It seems that we have a new witness. Was there another one present?
Whoa, look at this guy floating.
I'm sorry, sir. At this time, you'll have to wait outside. I apologize, yes.
Ma'am, of course, I would say that
A seat alongside the
other
wall
than
there.
bringing the charges, you know, those of us that are bringing the charges would also be witnesses. But when it comes to not those of us bringing the charges, there would also be Mr. Alfie here.
All right. Well then, Mr. Alfie, please step forward and give your account.
Okay. Like the very start, or just from like a river run?
You have information that goes before River Run?
Oh, yep. Because I kind of met him down by where Serenity was originally. He kind of held me up there, and that's how I sort of was with him. Originally tried to sell him some shoes, and then it kind of just went a little bit sort of badly, I guess. And he liked my shoes a little bit too much, and pulled out a gun and tried to take my shoes and my hat. So I proceeded by making him sort of stress out a little bit, I guess, and I managed to get him to put his gun away, and then I said we can just go back to my house and I can get a nice glass of shumo to calm you down. So I, at that point, decided to just lead him as far away from my house as possible. So I started heading back down towards the down the river towards the swamp, going back, trying to go past like houses and stuff to sort of like see if anyone was at home. I could just sort of mention that as a bandit, kind of loudly, just had like a little conversation about sort of stuff. He kind of told me a few things about all the bandit stuff that's been going on recently, how they attack, is it the White Willow? Is that it? That one? He admitted to shooting a few people, but not actually killing anybody. I don't know how true that is, because he's been kind of trying to get along with me, I guess, the whole time, so he wanted me to have a good opinion of the bandits.
Yeah,
so
right, I
like,
know,
kept
hot
offering
dogs.
to let me join, and like he was going to get me to have like a meeting with Jeremiah.
Someone drops
And
2 barrels of gunpowder.
Yeah, I don't want any of that.
I'm just kind of
Yeah,
wait.
and
I
he also
wouldn't have
admitted
been
to shooting
surprised if
a,
somebody just stood up and
child or
shot
baby
the
at some point in
witness.
his life. I don't know if that's relevant, but he kind of told me some really strange stuff on the journey, and it was kind of an odd day. Eventually, we got to the lake up by, is it Spring Valley? I want to say that one. And we kind of saw through what I was doing, because I was just leading him as far away from Serenity as I could, because my ranch is just behind. And he started just asking me why I lied, and I just said because I actually live in a mine, and I tried to make him feel bad again by saying how the reason I led him all this way and I don't actually have a house anymore is because no one likes me because of the shoe milk stuff. At that point, I think he just started feeling really bad for me.
Oh my
And
gosh,
he wanted
this
to find
guy's
me a new
story.
home. So he took me down to River Run, and at that point I tried to sort of pass some notes and
Right? No, this community is great.
try and warn them about what was going on. And when I think the mayor and someone else went off, he sort of realized what was going on because he saw me drop the note. So I kind of ran off to go and try and distract him before he pulled out a gun on them, and I pulled out a gun, but I had no ammo. Like, I didn't even told the guy before I had no ammo, so I was kind of hoping that someone else in the area would have a gun, but they didn't actually have a gun, so I kind of screwed myself over in that bit, but and that's when I got shot. And then, like, when I got patched up again, I was just sort of stuck in the middle of all of that, and then I was taken hostage, and then things kind of went a little bit crazy, I guess, and there was a lot of gun shooting, and he used me and one other person as a human shield, and was just shooting around us, and we tried to the floor, and he told us to stand back.
A
the rest is
troll
pretty
is
much what
basically somebody
sounds.
that doesn't care about the rules and just wants to cause problems.
Oh, he also threatened me as well to get his bandit friends after me when the whole thing started kicking off originally.
It was you, and what other person was your human shield?
I think the priest, what's his, can't remember his name.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Oh, yeah.
Joel.
Yes, Pastor Dr. Joel King.
I wouldn't be surprised, Nate, but it looked like an honest question,
Dr.
so
Justice
I'll
of
answer
Peace.
it. You guys notice that the guy in the orange has his hat on, yeah, but the guy next to him in the black, he also has his hat on
that
still.
sounded more like the beginning of it. You were talking about how he seemed like he was trying to do the right thing.
Oh, he's so gonna get let off.
That he had sympathy for you.
I don't think it was really sympathy. I think I just sort of like stressed him out a lot because I started panicking, and then that just sort of like put the whole sort of like robbery off, I guess. Like I just started like really badly panicking. He just felt really bad for me, so he just sort of, well, not really bad for me, just stressed out, I guess.
Yeah, you'll find trolling or trolls is quite a widely used term in games.
Realization that it may
dogs.
be impossible to follow through with something, though, does not mean that you can just kind of get right out of it. Were you able to witness what had happened with Dakota? Or Mr. Wayne?
I think I remember, like, I'm not really too sure, like, I think I saw it. I remember him shouting at her, and then, like, she got shot, but then ran away, or something. He was trying to find her for quite a while, but he didn't have any luck finding. I'm not too sure about Wayne.
This guy's a terrible witness. I think this happened, but I can't be sure, but I think it did. But it didn't happen for a while. If it did happen, but I'm not sure it actually did happen.
Down and just, like, because I felt bad because I kind of I kind of was with him when he came to this area and, like, tried to suggest just we both leave, and he just leaves everyone else alone, but that didn't really go too well. And he just kept on saying it's all about the fame and stuff, I guess. He wants people to know who he is.
He's gonna be famously dead.
I think Mr. Hyde has succeeded in such a thing.
Huh?
How did you end up shot in the shoulder?
I tried to distract him. Like, I thought someone else was going to pull out a gun and, like, subdue him or whatever, but no one else had any guns on them. And he, well, just saw through my bluff of not having any bullets, because I don't really carry guns with bullets. And then he shot.
Do you have any belief that perhaps he had doubt that you had bullets, that you were out of bullets?
We had, like, several conversations about it. I don't really know.
Yeah, but you lied to him like 4 other times. How does he know you don't have bullets at this point?
He kind of saw through some of my other lies, but that one I was pretty honest with. Like, I even proved him, like, I started trying to shoot, and like, my gun had no ammo, so it just didn't do anything. I think that was kind of proof
smart
enough, maybe. I don't really know.
He pulled a gun out and tried to shoot, and the other guy didn't just go mental on him.
Alright. If you're willing, please step down.
Okay.
I'm highly
Mr. Hyde, I'd like
amused
to
by
ask
all
you
this.
one more time. When you witnessed everything, did you ever get the impression that he was naive or young?
No, I mean, apart from the sound of his voice, he sounded like a young man, but he didn't seem like a child or anything. He did seem very distressed and panicked and not really very organized.
I agree. She's a great judge.
And you were able to witness him using people as shields?
Oh yes, he was running around in circles around people so that you know, he wasn't able to be shot by the sheriff. Sorry, the deputy. He was running around people, making sure that he was yes, running in between people, so as not to get shot.
I see. Was anyone present for White Willow?
I wasn't present for the whole thing. I arrived afterwards, and I was watching the bandits trying to control the town from the hill with a spyglass.
Were you able to witness Rufus being there?
Yes, I saw Rufus, and I saw Austin, and I saw Jeremiah, and there was another person who I didn't know or recognize.
Were you able to confirm that Rufus is both the same person at White Willow and River Run?
Oh yes, definitely. He was
That's
definitely the same
great.
person. He's really easy to recognize because of the clothes that he
That's
wears.
really
and,
great.
Yeah, and the top hat that he wears too, because he's a tailor, I do believe.
I was with him during this too. We were chased after by the bandits.
And who are you, sir?
Silence.
Logan. Logan Riley.
Logan Riley.
Is he the gunsmith over by
Of
my
the
place?
White Willow incident.
And what were you able to witness?
So when I arrived there, I saw Zhao, Liam, and some other fellow. I forgot his name. If someone could remind me, one of them. But we were watching from a distance, and then they saw us, and they started chasing us down. We didn't. Me and Liam, we did a kind of a U-turn and ran up into the desert, and were able to escape. But we weren't too sure about Zhao at the time, and then we hid in an adobe house, not too far from the lake.
Were you able to see any of the shooting?
No, but they did shoot at us like twice, but they didn't hit us. We were able to escape, but we thought Zhao got shot at the time, but he was fine. After that, we had a little gang together, and we were going to go take back White Willow, but then they left, or somebody else ran them out.
I'm certain most
I did
folk know
about
the
a
aftermath
week's
of White
worth
Willow, but for
of
the sake of the
research
court,
into the time
can
frame, the
somebody
time
please
period,
recount
and
what had happened afterward.
everything I could put in my
Damn.
character.
14 dead bodies.
To get my character
14
together
injured, you mean?
while I was waiting to get whitelisted.
I heard it was dead bodies, but it might have been injured.
I knew that there was several
There
wars
is a
and stuff that
significant
happened
difference.
around the 1800s, but I wasn't
believe what he
entirely
meant to
sure
say
what
was
was
attempted
close enough
murders,
to the
ma'am.
time period.
I see.
But I managed to find
He's
out
the
in the
sheriff
Civil
of
War.
White Willow here, I believe. Yes.
And then I researched a bunch of Cherokee.
Xavier White Willow. I was dead dancing.
I was so bored waiting for this server, though.
Did you witness anything there that day that you wish to tell the court?
Oh, please let him through. Thank you.
But that's like the fact that she did 2 days of intense research into just this.
He came to town in a panic. Stated Jeremiah sent him. He stated that he was kidnapped by Jeremiah. Jeremiah released him to come and tell the people of White Willow that he had a kidnapped victim, which was Miss Honey, who had a homestead not far from us. Jeremiah demanded $400. We told him we didn't have it. He went back, told Jeremiah. Next thing I know, Miss Honey comes in. Jeremiah had somebody else that he had kidnapped. He came in again, stating that Jeremiah wanted $400. Told him that we couldn't shit it out our ass. Pardon my French. Next thing I know, Jeremiah was he sent Rufus back in with a whole bunch of other demands that.
That's funny. She does a good job.
By this time, we figured out that that Rufus was working with Jeremiah, so we paid him no mind. Rufus, along with Jeremiah, Austin, and another gentleman came
I have several
in,
friends that
pretty
are
much
actually in law.
White Willow.
I'm
They
trying to
took
get
us,
one of them to get
took
his
him on the spare,
application in.
along with the community that was attempting to stand up a swooping and took us out. No deaths, whole bunch of injury. They robbed, pillaged all the down bodies. He was making a lot of mistakes. Uncomfortable. You could tell that he didn't know what he was doing. He repeatedly pointed his pistol in my face, making threats that he was going to kill me. I just shook it off because that doesn't scare me. And then some ladies came in that apparently they knew. They spoke for a while. He started to release in some people that were still there, or people that came in to the aftermath and didn't know what was going on, and then they left. That's all that I know. I can remember of that incident.
Yeah.
Was anyone killed during that time, or was it all attempted murder?
Alright.
Rufus
Attempted
is?
murder. Don't know of any deaths.
And how much was taken?
Pretty much the injured personal items. They
Man, when
were
you're an
more
hour
looking
late to
for
your own
guns,
trial, you're about
ammo,
as
and
good as
money
dead.
in it.
Alright.
One lady did lose her trousers. They took some trousers off of another person. They gave it to the young lady. Other than that, that's all they was looking for. And they was looking for money, but they never found any. Because they were trying to attempt to keep White Willow from becoming a town.
I see. And what was your name one more time, sir?
Miss Xavier White Willow.
You said Xavier White Willow?
Yes, I'm the brother to Mayor Kimber White Willow.
And she was the one that was injured in the shoulder when the murder was attempted, right?
Correct.
Thank you for your testimony, sir.
Yeah, they're actually looking for more moderators and stuff right now. They're hot dogs. They have a whole application out. I was looking at it and considering it.
Can anybody provide evidence of these things, aside
But,
from the testimonies?
Time to get the butter and pop out.
All right. I want to ask, is there anybody who is willing to speak on behalf of Rufus? We heard several against him, but nothing for him. No witnessing about how he might have gone astray? Nothing in his favor. All right then. It is unfortunate that only one side was presented during the trial of Rufus Hyde. I must rule in absentia that in light of the evidence and testimonies given, Mr. Rufus Hyde has been sentenced to execution on account of attempted murder, amongst other things. To those who find Mr. Hyde, you either have the right to hang or shoot him. Case dismissed.
All rise.
Well,
we ask you to exit the courtroom in an orderly fashion, please.
Please allow the justice to